the recording going, so we missed most of the discussion on spiders, but maybe that's not a bad thing. I don't know how many people like talking about spiders or hearing about spiders. Yeah, so I guess to answer your question, yes, we probably do some things to kind of protect ourselves or to lower the risk maybe of like a spider bite or something like this. But I don't think we're kind of like living in panic about it either. I think most people know that they exist, know where you're most likely to get bitten or how you're most likely to get bitten, and are just more aware in those kinds of situations.
Probably this is the most terrifying or dangerous thing living with you guys over there.
One of them, yeah.
One of them, yeah.
We have a lot of things in Australia. We've got snakes, we've got spiders, there's some lizards
Humans.
that, you don't want to be bitten by humans.
The last one that you said, can you say the name again? The last one that you mentioned?
The lizards.
Yeah, they are the big one, like, yeah. I saw one, it's huge, and like it's like a crocodile.
Yeah.
They're living in Australia, right?
I think the biggest one, I don't know if it's the, what do you call it? I want to say Kokomo, but it's not Kokomo. Komodo.
Yeah, exactly.
Komodo dragon. Okay. This one actually, I don't think is from Australia. I think this one is actually from.
No, it's from some islands, and maybe it's maybe close to the equator.
Okay, so in America.
Yeah, I can't remember where exactly it lives, but I think it's got a really, really limited place.
Because it was weird for me, and because it was weird, so I thought it's from Australia.
All weird animals are from Australia.
Yeah.
This one we don't have. But yeah, you're right. They are really big and kind of scary.
Yeah, they are. They even hunt like a bigger, like big animals. Yeah. This is the one. Yeah. And I heard that they have even they can, they have the same thing, like they can poison you. How would say poison?
Yeah. I think we usually talk about them poisoning you because we have this difference between poisonous and venomous. So we would say that they are poisonous. I think, but
yes, and they have teeth in their when they have poison in their teeth, and they beat you and bite you, and after that they just wait, you die, and they start to eat you after that. And so they maybe live in the Indonesia.
Yes,
exactly. It's a little
Indonesia
bit.
I think.
Yeah. Yes, it's a little bit northern than Australia.
Yeah. I guess the issue with most lizards is most lizards don't have some kind of like poison or venom that they inject into you when they bite you. But because they eat basically like dead animals and things like rats and mice and other things like this, they have a lot of bacteria in their mouth. And this is the big problem with like a lizard bite, because if it bites you and it breaks the skin, the bite gets infected with a lot of the bacteria that they have in their mouth. So it's not so much that they kind of inject you with a poison. It's more that just they've got lots of horrible bacteria that makes you really sick.
Okay. But they are really scary. Like they are as large as the crocodile, so it's
This Komodo dragon, I think he's scary. I wouldn't like to meet him. Yeah. In Australia, probably maybe the biggest one is maybe the goanna. which can be pretty big and can bite people. I don't know if I can find a picture here that kind of shows how big they are, but
Maybe
Best
up
thing
to
is that
3 meters long.
actually, this one here invaded a cafe. So this gives you an idea of how big it was.
Oh, it's so cute.
I don't think most people would describe it as cute, but but not so harmful, as you can see. You know, she was able to pull it out of the cafe using the tail. So
Yes, and the girl who take it by his tails, it's look not scared.
no.
I would never be brave like this. I would never risk my life for a pastry shop or I know whatever coffee shop or whatever.
Yeah. So this
It's
one,
like it's like the one that live in Brazil, I think Cayman or something, like the type of crocodile. Is it called
yeah,
Cayman? Mhm.
caiman or alligator, technically.
Alligator. The one the jaguar love. They hunt
Yes.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean,
Delicious
lizards
for
and
jaguar.
I guess like lizards and crocodiles and alligators are all part of the same like reptile family. So they do have some things kind of in common.
I'm not sure. I'm not good about the nature, or let's say the history. But I've heard that the crocodile they are the survived, the only survived one from the dinosaur era. And I'm not sure about this. Have you guys heard about this?
I'm not sure. Maybe it also lizards and snake, and I'm not sure. It's some kind of biology, and I just heard about the insect is most ancient creature in the world because they not changed during the maybe. I afraid to mistake, but maybe for million years. They not
That's
change.
also
They not change.
that's why I heard that the crocodiles survived from the dinosaur era, and this is and the reason why it's because they are live in the water, and so they survive because of the catastrophe that happened for the dinosaurs. But I'm not sure. I'm just saying, that's why.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Have you ever heard that lizards have some amazing ability? Then they lost their tails, so they grow it again, and it's just like you lost your limb, and he is grow after that, and it's something crazy.
Like, do you mean like they recreate something or organ they
Yes,
lost?
yes, they organ. Yes. That organ is tail. I'm not sure. It's maybe I wrong pronunciate it. So it's about their back. So if and I have an experience in my life. We have here also a lot of lizards, but they much smaller than mentioned. So then you take it by its tail. They separate their body, and you have only tail on your hand, and all body is continue to going, and after that they grow new tail.
Yep, this is true. It's kind of a
amazing.
defense mechanism that they have. I think the little ones that you're thinking about, Constantine, are called geckos. They're like really small ones that kind of fit in your hand. And they
Yes,
often
it's
live like
small,
around
yes.
houses. Yeah.
Less than 10 centimeters.
Yeah, and it's like a defense mechanism because they figure that if something grabs them, it's probably going to grab their tail. So what it does is it kind of like drops its tail and it leaves whatever was trying to eat it or trying to capture it. They leave their tail behind and they run away.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
also they have an ability to hibernate, like mentioned in article we read before. So they also have ability to hibernate, and also a lot of
Can I
time.
ask you what do you, can I
Yes,
ask you
yes.
what do you mean by hibernate?
Hibernate its ability to slow the process of metabolism during the, for example, cold time or maybe some another reason. So they stop their metabolism and they make much slower all process in organism. And so also lizards spend a lot of time here in our country laying on the hot stone, and they just don't move. They just wait to some insect fly near them, and they after that they eat. So they just wait. They don't move. They don't waste your energy.
Yeah. And actually, maybe that's a good connection to our article, because our article was about hibernation, about humans hibernating in space. So hibernate is also like what bears do, for example, during the winter. So that process where it kind of looks like they're asleep, but they're not actually asleep. And they stay in that situation for, maybe 2 or 3 months during the winter until everything warms up again. And then they kind of wake up and continue on with their lives.
Yes, and also I want to add some of bears wake up in the winter and from time to time, and they feel they need to eat something, or they feel to temperature change. They wake up and continue to hibernate. So it's really amazing ability to stop function of some of their organs. So they have some kind of super nature abilities, and it's hard to imagine. It's even they slow their hearts to up to 5 or 3 hits per minute. So they slow a lot of processes, and they feel good after that.
That's what
Yeah.
I believe that the bear do as well, right? In the north, let's say Alaska.
Exactly.
Also brown bear. It's not only pole bear, but also it's a grizzly or something, another bear. And white bear, pole bear, also hibernate, and their home under the snow, and they also birth their how it called properly, I forget. So they pregnant and they go to hibernate, and during this process they
give birth.
They give birth. Yes, their I'm not sure how it called properly.
We
Their
can just say
kids.
that they give birth, or that they give birth to their babies.
Yes.
But we can just say give birth.
Thank you. Yes, give birth.
Yeah.
During the hibernate.
Constantine, you do have a lot of beers, I think, right, on Ukraine, right? Because it's
no, just very few. It's maybe in Siberia, it is in Russia. So we have just a few. So it's not a lot of forest. We have a lot of rivers, and it's not too much. But it's maybe we have a lot of deers and some kind of mammals like that. It's like goats and something like that.
Yeah, I guess I'm the lucky
And
one because we don't have any
and
of these killer animals in our area. Yeah.
so you are kill all of your animals, yeah, and even wolves and something
Probably,
like that.
probably they kill it because here, Algeria. It's once in the history it was French here as a colonization,
Hmm.
and we used to have some kinds of lions and even leopards, but
Hmm.
now we don't have any more. They left when when the war and catastrophe happened. Like they even tried once in the Sahara. In our Sahara, they tried the nuclear bomb, the nuclear bomb. So everyone, even people they were living beside the area, they left to the north, and even animals, a lot of them died, and a lot of them escaped to the south. So, for example, lions, you can only find them in the south of Africa. But here we don't have any, and we only have cats, dogs. So all the we can say uh, the animals that you can pet, right? Is that the right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So cats and yeah. So we don't. Probably snakes. Okay, we do have snakes. But not the large one, not the big one. We don't have any kind of anaconda as Brazil. I think they have. We don't have any kind of alligator or anything. No, we only have the friendly one. Yeah.
I don't know how often we use the word friendly in the same sentence as snake. It's I guess we could talk
Excuse me.
about friendly
Yes.
snakes and unfriendly snakes, but I think most of them are pretty unfriendly.
Excuse me. Have everyone know the difference between the leopard, leopard, and cheetah?
I do
So
know.
it looks almost the same, but they have a little difference by their
Nature.
fur colors, because they have a different painting on their body. So that's why that's how you can differ them. So
I think cheetah.
it look
I
like a
believe that
big cat.
I believe that
Continue, please.
cheetah is very obvious because cheetah is taller and has long legs. But well, most of people I believe that confuse between the leopard and the jaguar. The leopard and the jaguar they have the same coat, but the jaguar has a strong jaw and he's a little bit short and muscular, and his tail is a little bit shorter comparing to the leopard. The leopard climb the trees better. Even the jaguar they do, but the leopard they are more better hunters. Not better hunters. Let me get this back. Let me take this back. But they both of them they are good. They good hunters, but leopards are more experienced because they usually be around with lions, cheetah, even hyena, even the wild dogs. But jaguars, they don't have like that much of competition because they only have alligators to hunt, probably anaconda, and and only probably they do only have one competitor, like real competitor, but they don't often meet him, which is the puma, or which is mountain, which other people call it mountain lion, but they don't often. But Brazil, they are very lucky to have such a cat, jaguar. They are very fantastic.
Yeah, luckily we don't see them
Especially-
very often, at least not in my part of the country.
Well, I believe they
Especially-
avoid
yeah.
humans. I heard that they avoid humans. The jaguar by themselves, they avoid humans. They don't. They don't like to meet humans. Yeah.
No, I think they're a little bit annoyed by us and, oh no, please go away, leave us alone.
maybe you heard it before. The people preferred to make some carpets from their skin, some wearing from their skin, and it was maybe some king privilege to wear made of mantia, made of skin of jaguar, of cheetah even. But cheetah still the most faster mammals in
Animal on
our
the land.
planet.
Yeah. On the land, yeah, because I believe that in the air they are faster.
Yes, in the water, much faster also creatures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the cheetah, but they get tired very fast.
Yeah, see, this is where this is our advantage. Maybe we can't run so fast, but we can run for much longer than some of these other animals. So this is what we have to rely on to save ourselves. I don't know if it would help if we actually met a cheetah in the wild.
Natasha, do you know that cheetah
Mhm.
can reach a speed of over 100 kilometers per hour?
Wow. See, this
just
is the
seconds.
problem. He would
In
probably
just
catch
seconds.
us before he got tired.
Just take in account when you meet cheetah.
You need to start running from a very, very long way away.
And you know this. Yeah, continue.
Go ahead, Konstantin. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And you know this rule. Then you meet the bear. What you should do? You should don't move and lay in, and bear should think you are die. So there is only the way to avoid your death. If in case you meet of bear, it's allegedly you already die.
Yeah, they don't get excited about it if they think you're already dead. It's not so exciting for them anymore. You're not so interesting.
I believe no one of them have remarked or let's say witnessed killed human. They don't, right?
Which one?
I'm talking in general. I'm talking even the cheetah. If I'm going or jaguar or okay, so the
all predators, yes, predators. Mm-hmm.
The mountain lion, yes, I saw some videos when they try to kill human. But the others like cheetah, no, they don't care. They only care about what they hunt for for just one meal, and then most of the time they got stabbed or by hyena or lions. Their prey going to be stolen by these animals, but they don't care about human in general. In the opposite, most of the time I'm saying, okay, so but in the opposite, human run for them to take, whether they're to take them or to kill them or wherever the interest is, because some people they do, and this is why a lot of organizations make it illegal to hunt this kind of animals. Cheetah, I believe that they are in danger of extinction. Is that what we could say, Natasha?
Yeah, it's almost extinct.
Yeah, and even the snow leopard, the very very beautiful creature. It's they are very very in danger because of the human, and also because of the climate change, as I heard and as I read. The snow leopard is going to be just few years ago was endangered. Can you say it, Natasha?
Endangered.
Endangered.
So we talk about endangered animals.
Yeah.
And also white polar bear also in danger now.
What's it? What's that?
Polar bear, white bear. Yes, and it's also because of climate change, and they can't exist in such kind of environment. Then temperature is higher than average, and so they are in danger because of climate changes.
Yeah. Cats also. I believe that there is one called Amur leopard. If you heard about this, it's one. It's like the leopard. It's the same, but it's kind of like it's hairy a little bit. They are very very endangered. The snow leopard and this emerald leopard, the cheetah, lions always they don't have any problem. Lions they are the one that make people or make stuff disappear, but they don't disappear. They are not in danger. The lions, but the others, yes, they do. They are.
Excuse me, may I ask you all a question? Do you? Yes, thank you. Do you prefer dogs or cats?
My answer is easy. You already know my answer. I prefer cats.
I do prefer cats. I had a cat, and I had a dog as well. But to be honest, I feel, and this is my opinion, dogs are more loyal than cats.
Okay, you're so predictional. As for me, I prefer dogs because they have maybe more close connect to people and they may be more active than expression their feeling. But I'm not sure. Also, cats also very friendly and they also maybe the same. But I don't know why I prefer dogs. Before maybe dogs is more. As a companion, it's not loyal, it's about the interaction. So you get maybe you have more opportunity to involve a dog into some process. So they support you, they maybe can be your companion in your maybe some journey or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think they're probably both connected to their owners, but maybe they show it in slightly different ways. So I think sometimes dogs can be a little bit more obvious about how they kind of express emotion and express feelings and things like that than cats do, because I think cats still are can be very loyal and very connected to their owners, very affectionate, but it's on their terms. You have to kind of accept that you'll receive, this affection when they want to give it to you, not necessarily when you want them to give it to you. So I think if you take that, kind of understand that about cats, it maybe makes a little bit more sense, or it's I've forgotten the word that I wanted to say here. But yeah, I think they still do show a lot of emotion, but it's on their terms and not your terms. That makes them a little bit different from a dog, which is like always happy to see you whenever you want, and like, oh, you want to do something? Great. Yeah, let's do it when. So they just show it in different ways, I think.
There is
maybe also cats is easier to maintain, so they not require some long walking or something like that.
Yeah, they're a little bit more independent.
There is no creature that amazed me the last days as the crow. Is that the pronunciation? Crow, like this?
Crow? The bird.
They are very smart, like very very smart.
And also very very dangerous. They have, especially their, I don't know how it called properly, they just like a nose of people. It is very dangerous, so maybe be aware with them.
I saw a video of one crow that he was solving a problem, like a small problem.
Yes, and very hard. It's complicated manipulation. Yes, with some another things. They take some sticks to open, for example, a cage or something like that. Yes.
Yeah. And the other video that was, I saw it funny. It's he made two cats fighting. Can you believe this? Like, yeah, he made two cats fighting. Like, he go for one.
Oh, I saw this video. Yeah, I know. It's like some kind of manipulator. She provoked this fighting between the cats.
Exactly. So, wow, it's really amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very smart. Yes.
I've also
I-
seen them as. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, okay. I heard the eagle. Even I saw that eagle is very smart, but I couldn't imagine that the smartness going to be, the one that have the crow. It's remarkable. Like, it's something else. Go ahead, Natasha.
Yeah, I think they've actually done tests to show that like they use logic in different ways. So they've found as well, for example, a crow brought something and like dropped it on the windowsill, and the person was like, "Oh, thank you," and gave it some food or gave it some like kind of reward, just like, "Oh, you're here. Oh, you brought me this. Oh, that's great. Here's a reward." And the crows like associate that and they go, "Oh, fantastic, great. So if we bring this thing to this human, they will give me this in return. Fantastic. Let's go and find more."
Yeah.
So there are a lot of stories of people saying, "Okay, I have this crow friend who brings me things like, okay, they bring me like coins, or they bring me, like this specific type of stick, or they bring me like this very specific object, and always just this really specific object, because they recognize that when they bring me this object, I give them something in return." So they like deliberately go out to find that object, to have kind of like this exchange with you for something else. So they are very smart. They use a lot of logic.
They are. I don't know what people, or especially movies, they put them like as a sign of something bad going to happen. Why? Especially in the horror movies. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because they're black, and we go.
It's like yes. It's like a bird movie. Yes.
Yeah.
Have you heard? Have you seen a bird movie by the Alfred Hitchcock? It's maybe some of classic of horror. So it's about birds and they kill people. So maybe you also know the fact also crow eats some corpse of another animals. So I don't know how it called properly, but they ate dead something who already dead.
Yes, this animal. I can't remember what it's called right now.
Scavengers.
Yeah, kind of a scavenger.
Yes, scavenger.
But the bird itself has a name that I don't remember now.
It look like an eagle, yes?
Yeah, kind of very ugly eagle. It's not a buzzard, but it's something like a buzzard.
Okay, let me tell you. It is vulture. No?
Vulture, that's it. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and they eat all everything what is already dead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, we might have to stop here for today. And we didn't really talk about the article, because the article was about hibernating in space, and we talked a little bit about hibernating, but we definitely didn't talk anything about space or humans hibernating at all. But that's okay. I think it was still an interesting conversation. I hope you guys enjoyed it at least.
I did.
But
yes, thank you.
Excellent. Let's stop here for today. And I'll put a link here to the post. So if you do want to leave any thoughts or comments about the idea of hibernating in space, you've still got the opportunity to do that. But thank you both very much, and hopefully talk to you both again soon.
Thank you. See you.
Bye.